guys, today I want to talk to you about face masks. On my blog I've been doing a face mask Friday feature, and I thought rather than just be individually reviewing these masks on my blog as I do, I wanted to do a roundup on a video for my channel. So every month I'm going to come to you with the 4 or 5 masks I've used in that month and just kind of give you a rundown of what I think of them. So I have 4 with me today. I think potentially there might be 5 up on my blog by the time this goes out, but the 5th one will basically go into next month's. But I have 4 to talk to you about today. I know how much they are. I can link to my individual reviews. You can see them on my face. You can see the texture in the whatever, in the tube, whatever, or in the pot. And hopefully links to where to buy them unless they're natural, in which case I think you should go and buy them in store. But yeah, that's basically the premise of this video. So thumbs up if you think this is a good idea, or if you want to see more of this, and leave me a comment if you've got any other ideas for series ideas like this. But I just kind of didn't want them to just go to waste on my blog because I know not everybody reads it, and this way if I do have any masks that I kind of can't keep because either I love them and I want to use them up, or they are going to go out of date because they're natural like Lush masks, then I get to talk to you guys on YouTube about it anyway. So the first one I'm going to talk about is Catastrophe Cosmetic from Lush. I believe these are around £5.75, less than £6 I think for both of the ones that I have. And I opened this thinking I hope it's not gone off because I haven't used it in a week. This smells amazing. This is the one that has blueberries and all that good antioxidant-y stuff in it. And it smells seriously so good, and it smells so nice on your face and whatever, but I'll show you inside. I'm sure you've seen it before because it's quite a popular one. Now when I've seen this on people's faces in pictures and things, I thought it was going to be a lot more clay-based, but it's not. It's a really, if you just, I don't know if you can tell, you know, like the Maybelline Bouncy blushes? It's kind of like that. Like it doesn't, if I do this, that's all that's stuck to my finger. It's not very wet and it's not very sticky, and I find it really difficult to get it to stick to my face. I don't know if that's just me, but this is one of the reasons that I want to put this out in a video, because I'm very confused about this because it doesn't stick to my face. I'm one of those people that likes to put a face mask on during the day when I've got nothing to do, which is most days these days, when I'm not going out, and I'll put a face mask on and then do the tie, you know, the ironing or whatever. And this is not a mask you can do that with because it will peel off your face. This is something to keep for when you're going to go and have a long bath, and put it on your face in the bath and just kind of soak and let it fall off your face if it needs to, but then it falls off into the water. You cannot walk around your house with this on, in my experience, because it does not stick to my skin. Now, what it does for my skin, I can't really see. It's supposed to like soothe and calm your skin if catastrophe occurs. But this is one of those things that I think if you've got a really bad skin day and you're really blotchy and red and, you know, you've got spots and whatever else, it's something that I would like not to be a natural face mask, something I'd like to be able to keep in my cupboard for as and when that happens every few months. But this is something that goes out of date within the month, so it's not something you can just have on hand. So what I've been using it with, because it's not something, I don't have a lot of catastrophe skin days, although obviously occasionally we do have that, everyone has that, but I don't have enough to warrant a whole tub like every month, if you know what I mean. Braised Honey is a lot more up my street. This is more of a brightening mask and it's exfoliating. It says nourishing, moisturising, blah blah blah. And they told me it didn't smell like honey, and it really does. And I don't like the smell of this one. It's okay, but it's not my favourite thing in the world. It's not like I smelled it and thought, oh, this is amazing. This is a lot wetter, and it's grainier, and it sticks to my skin. It's still not the best for adhering, and it still does crumble off a little bit, but what I found, if I mix these two together, which I've been doing, and I've probably got one, because of how I use them, probably got one full face mask left of kind of mixing these two together before I wash them out and keep them for sending back to Lush for a free face mask after I've used 5. I use those together. Well, we went off on a tangent there. I use those together and it creates this like glue. It's amazing. You can mix your face masks because they do different things, and if you want to mix, say, like a brightening mask and a purifying mask or something, that's fine because they're doing different things for your skin at the same time. But that's not why I mix them together. I mix them together to see if it would help to adhere better. It smells better because I don't like the honey smell, but I really like the blueberry smell. And it sticks to my skin like no other. It's absolutely amazing. It creates this kind of mask and I can't move my face, and that's what I like. And I know it's not what everybody likes, but that's what I like. So I would just say, if you do get any kind of mask from Lush or from anywhere that you don't like the consistency of, mix it with something else and see what happens. But Brazen Honey on its own, I think, is brightening. It is a really nice exfoliating feeling, but then isn't any exfoliator kind of brightening. I don't know, just kind of plain devil's advocate there, because I'm not sure that it's this that is brightening my skin rather than just the exfoliating. But of the two, I would purchase this one. But I think there's a couple more I want to try. The Love Lettuce one is top of my list. But if you've got any recommendations, then let me know, because I'm going back this week. The next one I'm going to talk about is Vichy Normaderm. Vichy Normaderm cleanser, scrub and mask 3-in-1 treatmenty thing. This is £11 and I think this launches this month, because I was sent this as a PR sample prior to it being on sale. And this is really, really nice. This is it feels full, and I've used this several times. It's a much thinner consistency. You can see it. Can you see it? It's a much thinner consistency because you can see it kind of dried up around the tube. And if you put a thin layer of this on, it will just kind of dry instantly, which is what I like. As I mentioned, I like to be able to walk around the house with it on my face. It's green. Is that relevant? It smells, I don't know, it doesn't smell anything bad. It kind of smells like the old mud masks that I used to use from Superdrug when I was a kid, and they still do them now, but you used to be able to get like mud masks, and this is a similar smell to what I remember it. I think it's kind of cucumbery or something. This is really nice. It's got a scrub in it. I wouldn't use it as a face wash because it's a cleanser, scrub and mask in one. I would always use this as a mask, and then kind of as I'm washing it off, it's exfoliating and cleansing my face at the same time. But it's an odd consistency for you to just use it as a cleanser. I don't know whether or not it's supposed to use, when it says in one, I don't know if you can just use it as a wash, or if it's saying use it as a mask and then you're cleansing and exfoliating all in one. I don't know. But I would always use it as a face mask first of all. It's kind of clay based, so you do feel like it's kind of combating any oily areas and any kind of acne or breakouts that you're struggling with at the time. But it is still for sensitive skin. So I would recommend this. I really, really like this. I've used this several times. And again, I have mixed this with the next face mask, which is this from Organic Surge. Stupid light. It's this one. It's called First Class Mask. This is £8.99, and I will link where you can purchase this below. And as I said, I will link all of the mini reviews as well, because I just go off on a tangent in videos, you know that I do. But I just kind of wanted to give you my overall, this I like, this I don't like, etc. in the video, and then if you want full reviews, you can see them below and see what they're all supposed to do, etc. This dual action mask deep cleanses and nourishes at the same time. Now, this is one of those things that I would never have picked up in a store, but again, it was a PR sample, and which, for anyone wondering, just means basically when they send bloggers or YouTubers free things for them to review under the guise of PR sample, because it's public relations and it's getting advertising out there for just sending free products rather than paying for advertising. So there you go, just in case anyone was wondering, that's what that means. This is something that I wouldn't necessarily have picked up because I like a mask that dries on my face and that is like a traditional kind of mask, whereas this is one of those ones that feels like a thick layer of lotion that you're applying to your face, and it feels like you're going to moisturise, but it's not, like just basically like you're putting on a lot of moisturiser, which I have done in the past as kind of a moisture mask, I suppose, but I've never actually bought a mask that was formulated like that. So this was an odd consistency for me, but when it says that it deep cleanses as well as nourishing and moisturising and all that jazz for dehydrated skin, then I kind of like that. It gives it more of a traditional feel, that it is actually kind of cleansing my skin and my pores and all that rubbish that's in it, as well as my moisturising, because at the moment my skin is so weird. It's really oily in my T-zone and on my cheeks, but then it's also really, really dry in patches, and it's so frustrating because it can't decide what it wants to do. And I think, as I've mentioned before, it's all about after having my second baby, my skin just didn't know what it was anymore. So this is a really, really nice one for people transitioning from that kind of clay, rock hard, kind of sapping all the oil out of your skin mask from your teenage skin or your oily skin. People transitioning to kind of normal or dry skin, this is a really nice transitional product, because you're used to getting those kind of masks, and these kind of masks can be a little bit like what's it all about? I would never pick up a moisturising mask or a mask that was supposed to be this thick layer of moisture, because I just think, well, it's going to make my skin greasy. But I need to now learn that that's not how my skin is, and these are the kind of products that perhaps I should be using. So this cleanses and it clears as well as moisturising your skin, and I really, really like it. But I have mixed this with this because when I first used it I thought, oh, the consistency is so weird. I just can't get my head around it just feeling like a moisturiser. So I mixed these two together and I did like it. But it just depends how you feel. And then obviously you're getting a bit more of a deep cleanse. You're still getting the moisture from this one, and then when you wash it off it's a bit of a scrub, and it's just, you know, to mix it up, why not? But those are my 4 from this month. Let me know if you want me to continue with this series. I know that I'm not most coherent in videos and I generally just blah, blah, blah. But you can always read the proper reviews below, and I hope at least that I can introduce you to some new masks via this little series of videos, and it's only once a month. So let me know how you feel about it, and if you've got any other ideas for any kind of videos you'd like me to film. I do have some more X under X, like £10, 10 for under £10 or whatever coming up, and lots of other videos that were requested in that video I will film for you soon. So look forward to that, and thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye. $7.99, most comfortable shoes I've ever worn because they're completely flexible.